That's ridiculous. Why?
Monsieur Carré, someone is trying to kill you here tonight.
Excuse me, Captain Troy. I did not mean to laugh.
It is true, monsieur.
There's a superstition among these people that anyone who disturbs the final resting place of the great will die.
What would you have me do?
I would have you put the body back in the grave.
And return empty-handed to people who are waiting to honor him. What will I tell them? That I was frightened away by a native superstition? No, Captain Troy. I cannot do what you ask me.
Adventures in Paradise, brought to you by James A. Michener's Adventures in Paradise. Gardner McKay as Adam Troy. With James Holden as Clay Baker. The Good Killing. Guest stars, John Van Dreelan. Juano Hernandez.
This is the rifle. And this is the scope, so that you do not miss. I will not miss. This is the victim.
I envy you your life, Captain Troy. Kind people, beauty, the absence of all care and worry.
Why don't you hang around?
No. I've already held up the government airplane in Papeete for too long.
In 2 days, I'd be able to take you over to Tanoa and the Tiki. It's great fishing along the way.
Yeah. But I have to be in Tanoa by tonight. Tomorrow we start working.
Are you taking any bearers with you?
No. Just the 3 men of the airplane crew. But I think we can hire some native men there.
I'm sure you'll be able to. The chief's name is Manu. He's a fine, educated man. He'll be glad to help you.
All set, monsieur.
Oh, fine. Clay, is that it?
Well, it's just these 2 bags, isn't it, Monsieur Carré?
Yes, that's right. Can I help you?
No, thanks. I'll just toss them in the back seat.
When you get back from Tanoa, we'll get in that fishing trip or bust.
Thank you. But I have to continue on my way back to France almost immediately.
Goodbye. It's been an honor knowing you.
You've been very kind. Thank you. Oh, if you find my hat, give it to someone who can use it.
It'll turn up.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Captain Troy! Captain Troy! Wait, Captain Troy!
What's the matter?
Captain Troy, there's something I must show you.
What is it?
Someone is going to die, Captain Troy. Come, come.
What do you mean? Who?
I do not know. But come now. Come.
Well, come on. That was something you wanted to show me.
No, Captain Troy. I cannot go in. It is now taboo. Maybe I will die.
All right. I'll go in. This means that
There is going to be a killing.
And this means
It would be a good killing.
no killing is good, Oro.
Good would come of it, Captain Troy.
Do you know who's going to be killed?
No? But over there, as it always used to be, under the small stones, you will see.
Look at you, Captain Troy. You really believe this?
Oro certainly does.
Ah, Oro. You know him well, my friend?
Well, he's an old fisherman. Yes, I see him from time to time.
Yeah, but you don't really know him.
No.
Yeah, but we do.
All right. Tell me about the old man.
Oh, well, he's an old man who lives all by himself and in the past mostly, you know, who imagines many things.
Well, he wasn't imagining this. I saw it myself.
Listen, last year over in Tanoa, there all of a sudden appeared a ghost frightening the population. And it was, by the way, a very charming ghost, you know, because he was appearing nightly, you know, under the moonlight, and he took a little walking stick and he went cling, 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 you see, and then the whole population got frightened. And who was it after he was caught? It was your Oro. Yeah, because he's a lonely old man. He likes this world of make-believe and the attention it brings to him.
A very important man's life may be at stake.
Monsieur Carré, he went to Tanoa to dig up the coffin of a doctor there who died many years ago. Why should he be killed for that?
I don't know. But I know these people, and I know how they feel. And I know that they aren't wrong about things like this. And I know that Oro was really scared. He wasn't faking.
Ah, yeah, but if you know things so well, I don't know, why don't you go and investigate yourself? Listen, I have a very important appointment with the governor, you see? And I'm already late, so if you'll excuse me, please.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to trouble you. Goodbye.
Not at all. What nonsense.
On course.
We got a good wind behind us, Skipper. We ought to be in Tanoa by morning.
Good.
Think we're gonna need that?
I don't know. I better check it out before we get there.
You know, Skipper, this could turn out to be the biggest wild goose chase of all time.
Maybe, and the laugh's on me. But I've known natives like Goro in perfect health just to lie down and die because of superstition.
Okay, so how come Bouchard doesn't believe that?
Bouchard is French, rational, and he never goes into the bush.
Well, for Curay's sake, I hope you're wrong.
So do I.
Who was Dr. Christophe?
He lived out his life in Tanoa. He died before I came out here.
Yeah, but he must have been somebody special. Otherwise, why would an important French official like Curay come all the way from France to take the remains back to Europe?
He was special. He died working to stop an influenza epidemic that almost wiped out the population of Tanoa. The natives there have all but deified his memory.
Hey, Skipper, look.
Yeah. Right through the head.
That's Curay's hat. The one that was lost back in Tahiti.
I know. No use chasing. We'll never find him in this bush.
Did you get a look at his face?
No. Going into the village. You get back to the tiki and radio Bouchard. Have him here with a couple of men as soon as possible.
Right, Skipper. I'm sure it isn't anyone from the village.
I didn't say it was Chief Manu. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's someone from Tahiti.
My people have been here all day preparing for this wedding. We've seen no strangers here, Captain Troy.
Whoever it is wouldn't want to be seen.
2 bring cigarettes, please, from my room.
Yes, my father.
Thank you.
Your son?
No, foster son. It is one of our old customs. The chief always adopts an orphan and raises him as if it were his son. I've raised 2 since he was a little baby when his mother died.
Chief Manu, those taboo signs mean there's going to be a killing.
Well, yes, it did mean that in the old days. Whenever a great warrior or a chief died, the graves were sacred. My people used to believe that death would come to anyone who disturbed the graves.
As Monsieur Carré is now doing with Dr. Christoph's.
Yes, but no one believes such things these days. On other islands, yes, but not here. If it were not for this wedding, those men would all be with Monsieur Carré helping him.
Do your people regard Dr. Christophe as a great man?
We were dying, Captain Troy. An epidemic of influenza. No one would come to help us. But he came, alone. He cured our sick, even to my own son, who had been given up for dead. And then Dr. Christophe himself died of the illness. We loved him.
And he means nothing to anyone in Tahiti.
What do you mean, Captain Troy?
That whoever is trying to kill Monsieur Carré must be from here.
This young man that you saw with the rifle, what did he look like?
I didn't get too good look at him. White shirt, blue denim trousers. A fine-looking young man.
How young?
Two's age? A lot like two. Well, whoever it is, we've got to get to Monsieur Carré as soon as possible.
The grave is not far from here. I will take you there in a minute. It can't be you, my son.
I will hide the picture.
They had taken it.
To Dr. Christophe's old house.
Captain Troy, what a surprise.
Happy to see you, Monsieur Carré. You know Chief Manu from the village?
Yes, we met briefly yesterday. How are you? And this is my crew. Now tell me, Captain Troy, what are you doing here?
I had to talk to you. There's an emergency.
Emergency?
About Dr. Christophe's coffin. May we speak to you alone?
Yes, but what seems to be the great mystery?
Please, monsieur, it is urgent.
Uh-huh. Attendez-moi dehors, monsieur, je vous prie. Merci. That's ridiculous. Why?
Monsieur Carré, someone is trying to kill you here tonight.
Excuse me, Captain Troy. I did not mean to laugh.
It is true, monsieur.
But you have told me nothing to cause alarm. Taboos, my hat. How does that mean I shall be killed?
There's a superstition among these people that anyone who disturbs the final resting place of the great will die.
Yes, but surely no one in this day and age believes such things anymore.
Yes, monsieur. We believe it. Even now.
I do not doubt that your people love Dr. Christophe. And I am touched that they want him to remain here. Always.
It was his dying wish, monsieur.
And his family respected that wish. However, last year, some friends got together. And they began to raise money to build a shrine. A small project, but it grew. Medical societies took an interest, then the Academy of Medicine, and then the government. The shrine was built. A beautiful memorial, monsieur. But empty. And 2 weeks ago, after months of denying the wishes of thousands of people, the family finally agreed that the body should be back home. Knowing all that, monsieur, what would you have me do?
I would have you put the body back in the grave.
And return, empty-handed, to people who are waiting to honor him. What will I tell them? That I was frightened away by a native superstition? No, Captain Troy. I cannot do what you ask me. Messieurs, veuillez bien porter le cercueil à l'avion. Je vous joindrai dans 2 ou 3 heures. D'accord? Merci.
We pause now for station identification. Adventures in Paradise, brought to you by
Going with him?
Not yet. His family wants everything that belonged to him.
Monsieur, please go.
No, I cannot. You took good care of these things, monsieur. I thank you. This is how he was when he was alive. I will take this picture to his sisters. You know he has a family in France. Quite a wealthy family. 2 sisters and a brother. Great wealth, social position, everything a man strives for in life, and yet it had no meaning to him. He turned his back on it. It was as if suddenly one man died and a new man was born. He even changed his name. And then he came here, monsieur. And here, finally, life had a meaning for him. Love for his fellow man. Service.
What was his real name, monsieur?
Philippe Carré. He was my brother.
we feared has been done.
Father.
You! Son. My son. I must go to the village. Bring men for him.
I do not think he saw me.
Father, why did you kill Monsieur Carré?
As long as Dr. Christophe is here, we are remembered, Father. The medical society sends money from France.
What do you mean?
It is a little money, but it comes. Last year, when there was the hurricane and the crops were ruined and we needed food, money came. And the year before that, when the sickness returned and we needed medicine, money came. It was because Dr. Christophe was here, and the foundation wanted him remembered.
For that little money, you killed a man.
It is not a little money to us, Father. I have seen how you have used it for our people. I have heard you pray for a little hospital, for a school teacher, for pipes so that water may be brought from mountain rivers to our village. I have wanted that for you, Father.
But, Father, to kill a man, what made you think that that would keep the body here? Why should anyone help people who kill?
This killing will be spoken of in the world outside, Father. They will say an ignorant villager killed out of his love for Dr. Christophe because of a native superstition. And they will be wondering about these people, and questions, and talk. And they will say, Dr. Christophe's work is not finished. And they will send others to finish the work. And with them will come the little hospital and the school and all that you have prayed for, my Father. I will hide in the mountains by the waterfall tonight. Then I will take a canoe to Tahiti. No one knows I'm here. No one knows it was I who killed. I will be safe.
Son, I know.
Only you. Goodbye, Father.
Father? 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 Father?
Non, non, non. Ne te lève pas. Couche-toi. Ne bouge plus.
I'll be all right.
Non, 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 non.
Whoever it was must have clobbered you with a sledgehammer, Skipper. You better take it easy for a little while.
Did you see who it was, my friend?
No.
Too bad. When the chief got there, there was nobody.
I think he heard me coming, monsieur, and ran away. Otherwise, he might have killed you.
One thing is certain. It's the same young man we saw yesterday down by that coast. He's wearing the same shirt, the same pants.
Renard, regarde ce que j'ai trouvé sur le corps. Quelque chose d'autre?
Well, anyway, I think there are two things we can go on. A little, perhaps without meaning, but something.
What are they?
One is that the killer is young, and the other is his clothes. Oh, tell me, Chief Manu, are there many young men here who wear shirts and trousers and sandals?
No. No one.
Oh. Renard?
Oui, monsieur.
I want you to go back to the aeroplane. Have the pilots go up with you. Keep flying around the island along the coast. Any boat or canoe that is leaving, tell me at once.
Immédiatement, monsieur.
What are these?
Renard found them on Monsieur Carr's body.
Huh? Ready? Vous tous.
Did you see who it was?
Yes.
It was Para then.
Yes.
He will never get away from the island. They will see him from the airplane.
They're searching. Dude, Father gave you some of his old clothes.
Yes.
Hurry. Go to your hut. Hide them, bury them. Then go to the mountains by the waterfall. Father is there. Tell him not to try to escape. Not yet. Hurry.
Yes, Father.
Look, take it easy. You're not fit to be up.
I'll be all right. It's probably just a minor concussion or something.
So what are you getting up for? Bouchard's doing everything.
Gotta talk to the chief again. Something he said doesn't make sense.
What?
Yesterday we were talking about superstitions, and he said his people don't believe in them anymore. And then all of a sudden something happened. All of a sudden he believed that Carré would be killed. And he was. Now why? What convinced him?
Well, maybe you did. Convinced him real good.
I've got a hunch. I've got a hunch the chief knows more than he's telling us. 2. His foster son.
And what about him?
I've got to find something out. You get back to the tiki. Put the starboard anchor over. The wind picks up to a gale. Tie her off to a good palm so she won't drag.
Right.
Two's hut is? You. I want you to take me to Two's hut.
You must believe me. Two did not do it.
Who else wears clothes like this?
He did not do it, monsieur.
Who else?
No one else?
Two? Whose clothes are those that you were running away with?
Mine, monsieur.
What were you going to do with them?
I was going to hide them, monsieur.
Listen to me, too. When the chief and I left here last night, what did you do?
I went to my hut.
You didn't join the others in the dancing? All right. You went to your hut.
I got the gun, and I followed.
And shot Monsieur Carré?
Yes, monsieur.
Where did you get the rifle?
I've always had it.
What kind of a gun was it?
It was a rifle, monsieur. Just a rifle.
You must have been 300 yards from Monsieur Carré when he was standing by the grave.
Yes, monsieur.
And yet you hit him?
It was easy, monsieur.
Will you be willing to sign a confession that you killed Monsieur Carré?
Yes, I would be willing.
What is the matter with you, Adam? The boy is obviously lying.
I know. I want to try something on the chief. Let me have Carré's notebook.
You want a signed confession?
Yes.
Monsieur? The boy?
Two is dictating a full confession. He's convinced me and Inspector Bouchard that he killed Monsieur Carré.
What will happen to him, monsieur?
Oh, he'll probably be in prison for life in New Caledonia.
But
Well, we have it. His confession.
monsieur, may I speak to the boy alone?
I don't know. Why?
Because I raised him, monsieur. He's like a son to me.
I see no harm. All right. Venez ici.
Two? The inspector said,
Yes.
why must you do this thing?
It is this or para. He is your son, your true son. Someday he will be our chief. You took me to your care. You raised me with love. I am returning that love now.
Two, I cannot let you do this.
We have no choice. Now that they have me, the airplane will be called back. Para will escape.
I cannot let you. I cannot.
Manu, there's something you should know.
Monsieur?
This is Monsieur Carré's notebook. In it is a letter addressed to one of his sisters living in Paris. I'll read you part of it. My dear sister, ever since our brother's death, I have sent money, a little money, through the medical society to the people of Tanoa.
Monsieur Carré was sending the money?
There's more, Manu. He was going to do more. But sitting here by his grave, I remember again the letters he sent me. Letters of his dreams. Schools he wanted for these people. Hospitals. The reservoir. So much. He died before these dreams could come true. Now, moved by the love the people of Tanoa had for our brother, I pledge the realization of all those dreams. I have written to my solicitor, Monsieur Girard, in Paris.
Manu, who killed him? Who killed your dreams? It isn't just Carré who's dead. Tomorrow is dead. Your people's tomorrow is dead. A man like Dr. Christophe never dies. He lives on. And he would have lived on in his brother's kindness.
But now Dr. Christophe is dead. He's really dead. He died last night. And a bullet killed Monsieur Carré. Who killed him? Who killed him, Manu?
Monsieur. It was my son. My own flesh and blood.
You will therefore alter my will, so that upon my death, the bulk of my estate will go to the creation of the Christophe Memorial Fund. This money to be used for the continuation and expansion of the work begun on the island of Tanoa by my brother, Philippe Carré. Yours as always, L.D. Carré. I think Monsieur Carré would have wanted us to send this letter to his solicitor.
Yes, of course.
Everything you've ever wanted for your people will come true. Thanks to Mr. Carré.
I am ready now, Manu.
Come, my son. Stand here. Two, I have lost a son in whom were all my hopes for my people's future. Now you are my son, and their future is with you. And so I must lose even you for a while. But you will go to Tahiti, you will study, and years from now, you will be a doctor. You will come home here to us, and in you, Dr. Christophe will live again. His work will continue.
Yes, Manu.
Go now. Go quickly.
Come on, Tu.
Goodbye, Father.
Paradise, brought to you by